Hi, hello, how is everybody? Oh, hello, Archie. He's one here for losing a little bit. Come on, my little boy. This is Jasper, Basil. Um, yeah, I just wanted to say happy autumn equinox. My aunt is today. Today we give thanks and we clean our gardens, we clean the debris from the last year, and we give thanks for the produces. I know people think the harvest moon is but this is the Mahan is actually the equinox of autumn. For us, it's a sign. We start from, even though we already have, just to keep my mind from having lost my mum and other things that have happened. We use it as a time of collecting in, deadheading, moving, splitting things, and trying to make it right for the winter, for the animals, for everything. Unfortunately, we were let down so desperately not too long ago, and now we're going to be building right the way through winter, which was horrific when we did it the first time. I do believe I'm still going through what many would class as the dark night of the soul. Many may laugh, many may not know what it is and what it means. It's very real, let me tell you. If I told you things that were real, that were absolutely truthful about the world and the things that how we've been manipulated and our DNAs have, you would say I was crazy. But you see, the thing is, I've worked all around the world for people that don't exist. I don't exist. But my memories do, and that's what hurts me the most. Most people that have worked as I have get a point where they despise humans to the point of, oh, I never want to see one again. I want my animals, of whatever they are, I want my animals to be beautiful. Sorry, I've messed up somehow trying to get that one little yellow roses Texas coming up. But I can't. When we were given in our DNA our attributes, or when another way of looking is sold we saw our soul contracts, what we were here for. We obviously have put little markers in our way along our lives, this journey, and that's why I see it as a very long train journey. Different stops, learn different things, time to move on. And the only thing I can't move on from, I will move on from losing Mum, I know I will. I lost a whole family at the same day. From a huge Irish family to now just me, and that's it. No one speaks to me. We were the only one that did anything, saw her. She wanted to die in the treetops. It was her last dying wish, and she did. No one would come. They hate everything so bad. This is Tufty on my knee. You can't see him. It's easier to he was a stray. I'm terribly bad at doing these things. But yeah, this week is a big week because 34 5 cats is a lot. We've got a worm and we've got to do the fleas this week. We always do them, but we always have a time where, like now, with it being the equinox, we'll get everything changed over and everything will be deep, deep, deep clean. You'll find that most animal people, although homes may look all mess, they're actually spotless. Because I have white floors, so they show every bit of dirt the second it's there rather than hiding it. I can just bend down, wipe it up, it's gone. I don't like the idea of not knowing what's under my feet or my animal's feet when I'm walking. Strange, so be it. I don't mind. It doesn't interfere with other people's worlds. And maybe that's the thing, you see. We should let people do things their way and encourage and maybe even learn. I don't mean do the same. I mean just see there are things that don't have to be as age related as things appear to be. Going back to how I was given in my DNA far too much love and it hurts. I forgave every enemy of my past, and there was a lot through work, through relationships with animals. I just want to be peaceful now and quiet with my animals, and I don't want the world to know genuinely what's going on in it unless you can handle it. I can't, but I have to. You see, the memories, no matter what I do, they jump in my head with something, and I can see something that happened again or something someone had done. And the worst ones are obviously the ones where they've done them too. As you know, our first sanctuary was, well, let's just say some naughty men did some naughty things to some beautiful animals, and us, we lost everything in a day. We ended up living in a derelict house, lying on beams and you name it. We were in a safe house for so long. It's taken every ounce of faith to do this and start again. You see, love hurts like hell. My neighbouring farmer, shall we say, is a dairy farmer. That should speak to most people of Gaia. I don't like it. If people knew the cycle of how they get their milk, they wouldn't drink it, I promise. It's like, would you live eat meat next to an abattoir? Yeah, many would, just to say, look at me and how hard I am. But would you? Could you be like the Native American and think, I have to kill this animal for survival, but I will use every single part of it? And that animal had given then its life to save or help create so many others. What I'm trying to say is, let's just accept each other for how we believe. It might be funny, it might be serious, but it's life. We've got to get through it. It's a journey, it won't end. After some of the atrocities had been done, especially one little cow that was murdered, and he's the farmer that lives next door. I forgave him, I had to, otherwise I can't move on. The pain I felt equals my mum. You see, it's love. And even if whatever someone came at me to kill me with every intent, something happened, I would save him in an instant. I can't heal everybody's problems. I wish I could. I hate people being upset. I feel so sad for them. I feel like the empathy is far too strong. Love's far too much. And you just keep yourself away from people. After the first happened, I tried to keep myself away from the animals. Even now you'll notice that I rarely, because I'm afraid of getting to love them and it happening again. And what do? I can't go through that again. Nothing as it is. I don't have a friend in the world. Not one. Got my animals. I haven't been out socially in up to 20 years. My son's 18th was last time. And now, I don't know. I have a lot of building going on this week. I'm putting 2 more Serenity huts up. Basically, they're a little shed that will have a heater. Hello, baby, Posy. Posy paws. It'll have a little heater, a chair, a couple of books, and a little table with some drink and snacks on it. And it looks out over a beautiful part of the valley, so they can just sit and contemplate. We don't need to know who they are or anything. It's a mission room. I have a mission light, but most people don't even know what that is. And I stay in my convictions. I can't help it. I wish I could get, if anybody ever hears this and knows a way of erasing these memories that I shouldn't actually have now, because, well, let's just say I shouldn't have them now, but I do. And that, I feel I'll never be happy again in my entire life. And there's a lot of it still to go if it's natural. Gave up my world of, I was a dancer as well. That was how I got into so many places. And I sang, not very, my dancing was but it was just it was just nothing. I didn't exist as anything else, but I was. Never mind, you wouldn't, it sounds crazy, but it's absolutely true. That's what tickles me. And I've often wondered, am I, I've been able to do a lot of things that I know will help my family and future generations, because I've seen some of the projects that will be and are being used. When you do these things and you see these things, and it's in the 80s, 2021 sounds a huge amount of time away, but it wasn't. And then the more I've seen the plan come in and watch it around the world, it's devastated me. I hear my tummy going. Don't think I bet this. I only eat every few days. Well, we all do. The cats obviously got food continually, all different things. I can't be bothered. Just live on tea, really. Can't afford anything else, but. And I cry every day. I have no reason. 2 years ago, I was a family of my mum and 2 sisters and a brother. There's a lot of distance in age with my brothers and sisters, and I am quite the youngest. So they're now approaching, 50s, late 50s, so on and so forth, and what have you. But 2 years ago, I woke up crying and couldn't understand. Every day I was crying all day. I couldn't stop it. And then a month later, 2 months later, my sister just died without it just went one after the other. So, to get my mum and see her mourn the loss of her daughter is something you never ever want to see. But it had to be in here. One day I'll put the videos of how we used to try and be happy. What I didn't know was that exactly a year on, Mum would die in my arms. I'd have to do CPR. It didn't work. And the crying's never stopped. And yet I can be happy listening to the music, as I always do, but I can't. I don't look forward anymore. I used to always say, you've got to find a way of just, it's adapt and survive and find a way of enjoying what you're doing, something. I give thanks for everything I have. We're all terribly humble for the vegetation and the flora and fauna around us. Truly, truly blessed. We look after our little patch of Gaia the very best we can, natural ways. And we try to give it life. We give it thanks. At the equinox, all my trees around here will have a nice drink of tea or something I share with them. And we'll just say our words of thankfulness. And to us, makes us feel right. That's just us. When I say us, I just mean my family, meaning me and my animals. Anyway, should we try and make this next year a really, really good one? I really want to make this next year mean something and be something. The Dark Night of the Soul has been going on for 7 years. I believe in number 7, the second number in geometry. But I can tell someone who doesn't know of quantum physics, things like that, they think you're insane anyway. Love to all. If it's my family that I've never met yet, or because I've left this plane where we are, this is how we lived and how we were. And I hope one day that there may be great grandchildren around to show this to. Because the one thing I know for certain is it won't look like this. It won't be like this. And that's what I mean. I hate knowing the things I know. I hate the images I have. And all I have is love, and it's hard. That's genuinely all I have now. The council have taken £90,000. It started at 30, 60, 99. That's everything from my home. So now we're just, what do we do with? It's full time. I live like this, and it's difficult for a woman, but I've always lived in or had to be in places that I couldn't pronounce even, or sometimes not even sure where I were. I was given coordinates, and GPSs. You just go out the land of sand and people know what you mean. I've been at concerts where the exchange of plans has been done in front of people's eyes, and things being done that audiences have no idea of what and how the bands work and what they're actually saying and doing. It sounds like I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. I was just there. You can only know your own truths. I have no care on what people think of believing me or not, but I wish I could take these memories away. I wish I could take the hauntingness of not being able, on a night when it's pounding with rain and I have a tin roof, I just go insane worrying about the animals. Where are they all? Are they all okay? And around all different cabins, and you know, the badger and the deer, and it's a curse to literally love as deep as I do for things. When I was young and someone tried to have a fight with me, I physically couldn't move my arms. It wasn't fear because I had this rage to kill, but my arms were paralysed every time I came. I was always one at school everyone hated. So I think at 16 I ran off to the big city and well, things changed anyway. I've rambled enough for a Sunday, so just to say, please give thanks for everything. We're in the autumn equinox, and find a tree and give it a little bit of a drink. It doesn't mind what it has. My mum left half a bottle of vodka. She only had the Bloody Mary night one, so they're going to have one tonight from hers that I'll only ever do that with. I don't know how long it takes to get over grief. I should do really, but I don't. I'm useless at the moment, worthless, worth nothing to no one. My animals only need me for food and warmth. But I don't mind. If anyone wanted or needed anything, I'd give it you and do it for you. It makes no difference to me. It's just inside who I am. I can't help that. I've tried to, apologise even to people for caring, but I do. Anyway, let this be a nice equinox. Let us have a good crisp winter. We need one. Don't worry. Think about your faith. If you're a gardener, you put all your faith in that little seed, and that little seed goes in the ground, and by magic of Mother Earth, next year you get things like these beautiful trees and roses, and I usually just have flowers, but this year I just needed easy. I knew I couldn't do what I normally do, especially Mum dying just before summer, so anyway, God love all of you, Creator, love Father Sky, Mother Earth. I thank the four winds of all the directions and all my spirit friends. So people I know and don't feel in despair, then my heart is always open and I send it to you. Love. Keep it open. Not a lot of rooms, a lot of scars in there. My soul's just destroyed, but so be it. We get through each day, and that's all I ever try and intend to do now. Who knows? Anyway, I've given you 24 minutes, yes, 4 minutes, 24 minutes of probably what you think is garbage. Pick out the words, you'll see words. People that have worked for who you know I'm talking about. You know the message that I've given. With love, from Al in England. And Tufty is now here. Well, he was before, but again. Over there it will be, you see Kenzie Cat. Anyway, God love. Bye, darling.